Hey guys, it's Cindy over at Paper Old and New. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by and spending time with me. I am working on a Roxy's Weekly Challenge. This is week 43. We're making some really cool little envelope add-ins for our journals. And I like these. These were fun. Well, I haven't actually made one yet. They were fun to watch her make, and I'm hoping that they will be equally as fun to make and use. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do like she did, and we're going to prep all of our envelopes first. I think this is a great way to use envelopes that got torn open and have a really bad edge. Now, my thought on this is I don't know how much she actually kept her window intact on one of hers, I think. I think I'm going to cover mine up. I also think I'm going to cut through this one. So, and I don't have I actually do, but I don't think it's big enough. Okay, I'm back. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to trim all the envelopes up and get them neat. And as I said, I'm not real worried about where I'm cutting as in reference to the windows. Hopefully, if I cut next to one, like I think I just did, it will stay intact because it's glued on other sides. Yeah. And then I will just reinforce it with paper as we go. Okay, the next thing we do is cut the bottom off. Now the windows were at the bottom, so we'll do that too. Cut the bottom off just a little bit, just enough to open up the envelope. So I'm going to open up the envelope there, and then you have this, right? Okay, and we are going to glue that down just so it doesn't get in the way when we're doing other stuff. Okay, and then I have a couple of big ones. A couple, I say. And these ones, again, I'm probably going to like I said, cut off because I'm not worried about the window. So we're going to cut that like that. Now maybe on this one maybe on one of these I'll keep the window. Like that one's nice and big, but the space next to it is not great. I mean, it's really, really narrow there. To clean this envelope up, I have to cut into that window. So, okay, I think that's enough. I always get overly ambitious. So we cut this one. I'm just going to do, I got to cut the bottom, right? Just enough to open up the end. Okay. All right, so that's all the envelope prep. Throw the trash away. And moving right along. Now, the next thing she did was fold down the tops. So let's fold all of them. Nice, good crease. The top is going to be the part that's closed. So don't fold the part that you opened. Fold the part that you closed. Okay, and hip hip hooray, we've got them folded. Okay, now the next thing she did was you open up your envelope and you cut right here. So I'm going to cut right up the side of the fold. And I'm going to cut on both sides of the fold. Now she did hers in the shape of a triangle. I'm going to try and do a straight line on either side of the fold. I don't cut straight, but, you know, we'll give it a shot. just so that the top of my tuck or whatever, because this opens up, and then this is up here. This can be a pocket. You can either make it a top loading pocket or a side loading pocket. So we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so let's cut all of the envelopes. Cut right along either side of this line. Okay. And they fold away from each other. Like you can fold it this way, so it really won't interfere. Oops. Okay. Pull that off, and there we go. All right, now they're all set. She used digitals, so I pulled digitals. Now, all of my digitals right now I printed are from Tina's Bird Kits. So for the moment, this is what I'm going to be using. Now, I have all kinds of them. Some coffee dyed, some not, some, some bright, some dark. So we are going to look through these pages, and I'm going to use some of this to decorate these envelopes. And whatever that looks like is how it's going to turn out. I also have some scrapbook paper, so who knows? We'll see how it goes. So you take the envelope, and it's going to be in pieces like this. So this will fold over and be a pocket on one side. So the inside doesn't matter. Although because this plastic is here, I'm debating whether or not I should line it. Anyway. I want to get I know I'm standing here doing like nothing for the moment because what did I do with my glue pages? That's what I was looking for. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue one here. Just like this. And we are going to stick this down just like that. Okay, I'm going to pull this up, move this out of the way. Well, I'll just put it right there. All right, now I'm going to trim this if I can find my scissors. Guys, good Lord. If you don't keep an eye on me, we're going to be doing this all day. Okay. All right, so then we have that piece we can use at a later time. And I'm going to cut the ends off of this, but I might wrap it around, but I might find something to glue down first. Does that make sense? Oh, this was in the way. I was trying to figure out why. Oh, don't cut the envelope. Don't cut the envelope. Okay, now. Oh, and I forgot. This has a frame. So let me cut this. And my thought for this one was... that can be really pretty writing space, actually. Now, granted, this is the pocket side, so we'll see. But what I was thinking was, if I wrap this around, then I could do... I'm actually kind of avoiding the birds because I have that bird book and I don't want to necessarily work with the birds. But I like these flowers and postcards and things. So we're going to take the end off of this. And maybe we'll overlap it. What do you think? Like that. So let me get a pencil down. So we're going to cut it here and here so that I get that middle piece I want. And I'm going to do this with a straight edge. Mostly because I want it to be straight. And mostly because I just want this to take forever because I can't find anything. Oh my gosh, guys. My craft room, once again, is in desperate need of cleaning. I feel like that doesn't take long. Like, it's like every other time I come down here and craft, my craft room needs cleaning. I didn't cut that straight. Good to know. Well, hopefully it still fits. It's slightly off down here, but I could trim it, I think, as long as that's not a folded edge. No, I could trim that. Okay. This is, however, an edge that gets seen. So I might wrap around here again. So let's glue this. Like that. And then we'll put glue on here. I think Rachel did it the other way. I think she glued her paper and then put it on her envelope. Okay. And we're going to put this on here like this. Nope, too far. Oh, I glued all the way over that far, though. Okay, all the way over that far it goes then. All right, there it is down. Okay. Yeah. So let's cut this off. Okay, there's some birds to save. Okay. So that's that. Now, this piece glues down as a pocket. So it doesn't really matter what's going on the back of here. But this piece flips out unless you want to glue it down as a tuck. Those are your two options. So okay, and then this piece flips. So let's see what we want to put on, at least put on the outside of here. Excuse me. Tell you what, man. I like this. So maybe we'll put that on there. This is how I got in trouble the last time. So let's mark it. So we're going to cut it at that edge, and we're going to cut it right here. Okay, and then we're going to cut it. We'll measure that again when I get there. I'll cut my marks off. That won't do anybody any good. Like I said, guys, I get over ambitious. I don't know how far we're going to get or how many of these I'm going to get made. So, but we're going to give it a sporting chance. Ruler. I don't really need a line. I'm just lining up with the edge of the graphic. I don't know if that was straight or not, but okay. All right. And then we're going to line up with this edge of the graphic and take it off there, and then we can see how this fits on our, yeah, like that. Do we want to, oh, we can't fold it over unless we do it this way. If I fold it that way, I can fold some of this over. I don't like that though. Okay, so I'm going to keep it this way then. And we're going to put this on here. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I want to mark it, right? So we're going to mark it and cut it off. Actually, you know what? Let's cut off the graphic. We'll cut this edge off, I mean. And we'll do it like this. Yeah? Okay. So let's go ahead and glue this then. Get my glue pages back. This doesn't feel sticky, so we'll just go ahead and a little bit over there. Okay, let's move this and put this on here like this. Oh, don't stick it to your glue mat like I just did. And then we're going to fold it around. Like that. Oh shoot, it's crooked. This is the real reason I don't do wraparounds. Because half the time when I wrap them around, if you didn't get it on here perfectly straight, then when you wrap it around, it exaggerates the not straightness on the other side. And I can't cut that side, which means I'll have to have something go up the side of that to disguise the fact that it doesn't line up. Okay, however, I can trim this off of this side. So let's do that. Okay. All right, and then that's going to fold down like that. this is going to be... I actually think I'm going to make it a side-loading pocket. So what we'll do is we're going to cover this inside part. And I think maybe we'll pull from something different. This is actually same set, different paper than I had out though. So my mat is all sticky now. Okay, so let me cut the end off. Let's do that first. Right, like that. Okay, and then I know we want to cut this bottom end off. And put this on here. I don't want, if I'm going to fold anything over the top to close that pocket, I don't want it to be words because they'll end up being upside down. Okay, so we're going to cut here. And I'm going to cut this off the top. And we're going to glue this in here. What's nice about a lot of this is you can write on it. That's what I like about a lot of this this particular kit. Like you can write all over that. I mean, why not, right? Okay. So let's glue that down. This page is getting kind of sticky. So let's glue this on. We're going to go all over this. I'm hoping to at least get 2 done, so this video might be a little bit long, but these take a little while. She even made the comment, Rachel says it in her video, because you're covering all the surfaces and you've got to get the papers and figure out what you want to put on there and all that kind of stuff. It takes a little extra time to do these because it's not just a simple cover job. And so you can't get as many done. They're not quick. So I'm hoping that I can get 2 done in a decent amount of time. Hoping. We'll see. Depends on how cooperative my paper wants to be, because right now... And I'm going to fold this over and this will close up my pocket. Right? Okay. I'll trim this up here. It's a lot of folds and covered edges. So, and I did glue that down wet, and she's right. If you do that and you don't glue it flat, it's going to make a bubble piece. And now it's too late for me to fix it. So now there's a bubble there. With my bone folder, I'll see if I can smush it some. I buried everything off to this one side over here. Okay. Now, I don't know how this is going to work because I don't know if anything will catch on that acetate, and I don't know if the acetate will peel off, but there's paper. So I don't know that it matters. So this would be a pocket, and this would be the flippy piece. I'm going to set this one aside to dry, and we're going to try and do another one. Let's do this kind of narrow one. Maybe we'll do this one a little more collage-y. What do you think? I will cut this top, though. Okay. And I, again, am not going to keep the windows. Okay, let's see if there's something I want to put under that. Trying to use up scraps too as we go. So I'm gonna look into all my coffee dyed stuff here and see if there's anything. I don't want that. Get this out of the way. I like this mostly because this is good writing surface. There are two birds from this kit that I really like, and it's this one and this one. So, and then there's that's really good writing surface. So I have to hold on to these pieces that I have good writing surface with. I do want to find something like that. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down on here. Trying to find the edge of the envelope. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to cut it right along the edge of that. None of these sides are straight. Yay! Okay, so let's cut it right there. It's going to have to be straight enough. So right up like that. We can set that aside. And I'm going to do this corner on here. But I don't need that. So let's glue this on. Many of you who have tried these have probably tried them a while ago because I'm nowhere near. I think Rachel's actually on week, what she just posted, week 46. I think I'm not keeping up. I know, but I know a lot of people, I've come in and I've seen that they're just picking certain weeks that they do. And like we were 10 weeks in and people were doing like, oh, I want to do week 2. And, you know, I have selected a few that I am not redoing. Like I'm not doing the, I skipped the big ephemera book. Not because I don't like it, because I do, but because I don't have a use for it right now. So I'm not going to do the big ephemera book. All right. So let's put that on like that. I think I'm going to ink that tear just to emphasize it a little bit. Not like real strong, just the edge. Okay. All right, and then we're going to glue that down. Okay. See my little glue pad over here to the side? Oops. Oh, I hit the fold in the book. It stole some of my glue stick. Oh, goodness gracious. This glue page is bound and determined to make itself sticky so that I can't use it. I am gluing all the way out, even though this overhung the page, because I'm thinking I'm just going to wrap it, I think. Oh, that's the folded edge, so wrapping it's not a big deal. It may or may not still be seen in the final. Okay. Okay, and then we'll wrap. Oh, that's a problem. Because that can't be. Do you know what I can do? Cut this free. And it can wrap. Just like that. Okay. I don't know that those won't get covered up on either side. So that can still be a side load or a top load pocket right now. And if that is my flip down side, then this is my pocket side, which means that this time the window has to be covered. Let's see what we want to put in there. If this is going to be a flip out, this might be where I put this. So you can write on it. A flip out journal spot. And again, I'll just fold it over. But we'll mark it right. We'll mark it right here. And we'll cut it. I'm not really sure why I marked it there, but try and line it up as best I can. I don't want it that far inside the dot. This is hard because I didn't put the dot on the edge of the page. Because I'm brilliant. Okay. All right. For better or for worse, that's where it is. And we are going to put this in here. Like that. And this will be another side loading pocket. I like the side loading pocket idea. I think it sounds cute. Get that out from under there. Okay. Now I'm really quiet in this one. Sometimes I chatter. I even notice it myself. Today I seem to be staying oddly quiet. Okay, now what I do want to do is once we get all the surfaces covered and trimmed, I want to let these sit a minute. Okay, so let's cover the bottom parts of these. Let's see, this is going to go, you know what? I'm going to see if I've got, why are these out of their pocket? What the heck happened? I don't understand. I suppose I could have done that. Well, let me rephrase that. I probably did do that because nobody else messes around with my stuff, so. See, I was thinking maybe something like this. Maybe the darker one to contrast. Like that. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. I do have to get it right along that edge though. I don't want to have to trim just because that's a folded edge, and if I mean, obviously you can just glue the pocket closed again, but I always hate it when I have to do that. Is that silly? That's probably silly. Okay. Find a clean spot on the glue page. And I'm just going to put some glue stick on the back of here. And put this on here like this. I can't fold that over. That's my opening. I should have done it all to the one side and just folded it over the end, but I didn't think about it. So now I have to cut them both off. I think that would just be too hard, too narrow to try and fold over and get it to stick properly. So we're just going to cut it off. I feel like that's easier. Okay. And then that's going to fold down, right? Yeah. So what do we want to put on this one? Because that'll fold down, so this will be right side up. We just need a piece to go, a scrap of some sort to go on there. It's not wide enough. I don't want to put a bird on. Oh, what about this? I think we'll do that. Right? I need to figure out where to tear it. I'm going to tear it. Hopefully that's tall enough. I know it's wide enough. Yeah, that's tall enough. Okay. And I'll do another edge. Just the edge. And we'll put glue on it and put it down. Oh, and we still have to cover that piece. I almost forgot a side. Oh, stuff's falling on the floor. I admire watching people who do this and make rapid decorating choices. Whoa. It's not supposed to go up that high. What did I do? Apparently it's too tall. Ugh. don't know what I was thinking. All right, let's find something for this side while that kind of dries. So I don't get too much more glue on my scissors. And this is going to be the pocket. Why are we having trouble over here? Well, first of all, let's trim this. Okay. All right, let's figure out what we want to put on here. Who knows, maybe it'll overlap a little bit and it won't matter. I did mention that I do like this bird, and I'm deciding whether or not I want to put him on here. Because I like him. He's cute. So I might just. And it can wrap around a little bit because it's going to be a part that's kind of what you call it? It'll be glued down. Put that on there. Here we go again. All right, so we're going to mark this right here. Yeah? Or do I want that to wrap a little bit? I said I might want it to wrap a little bit. So let's do, that's where it has to be. So what if I did like this? It has to be this wide. Okay. I was going to cover up my, oh, especially if I go all the way over. No, I don't want to do that. But I can't sit off that far because I'll cut my bird off. All right, fine. Maybe we'll do it a little past so there's a little bit of an overhang because I'm not going to fold these until they're dry, so. Okay, that's going to go like that. And this has to be cut right there. There's a lot of marking and measuring and cutting properly in this, so again, it doesn't go quickly. I can get these two at least covered, and we can look at them on a page or something. Like that. I'm knocking things everywhere. Something just hit me from behind, and I don't know what it was. It was a piece of paper, I know that. All right, it's close. Let's trim this bottom up a little bit. I'm not really sure why there's an overhang there. Okay, that's pretty dry, so we'll cut that off. And I'm going to get a journaling page, and we're going to look at these on a page. Oh, it's pretty dry. I can say it's perfectly dry. My scissors are still sticking to it. Okay. So this, I just glued that, so I don't really want to fold it, but if this was my page, right, this would fold like that. Make sure it still folds properly. It's having a little bit of a struggle. Let's get the bone folder out, see if we can't fix that. Okay, now, and then this I was going to fold down this way. Trying to make sure that that doesn't... What the heck? Trying to make sure that that stays in and doesn't pucker out when I fold it, so it goes down like that. We can trim this. Okay. And basically what we have here is this folds around like this. And you have this, which can be decorated. And because I have mine, the way I have mine glued and the way I put that label on, this has to fold to the inside. Oh good, I left my pocket on. I was worried that I had. So you have a little pocket here to put something in, right? And I didn't line the inside of the pocket, so it's envelope in there, but... And then what you would do on the other side is you glue this down. You can either glue it down as on these three sides as a top load, these two sides as a side load, or you could just glue this edge and this edge down and make it a tuck. And then on this side, this one is going to be a flip out. So you would flip it out, flip this up. This would be writing space. That'll probably get decorated. And then this folds back over, right? So that's fun. And I like that. So maybe we'll punch the top of this one. Yeah, I think I'll make it a top load pocket. Or, no, I might want to make it a tuck. I'm not going to punch it because I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Okay, and then this one, same deal, except I have this one going this way and this folding down like that, still to be decorated. So if I fold this around a page, I can fold it around like that. Because this folds to the outside, and I still have, well, yeah, I do. I still have my side pocket. Because this folds to the outside, I can put this down as a tuck also. And then you could tuck back here rather than have that. And if you know you're going to do that, if you have that idea and you think you're going to do that, of course, there's no reason to decorate the back of this, but you could reinforce it with something, like a plain piece of copy paper, just to reinforce the back of the envelope. Envelopes aren't exactly the thickest of materials, so a little reinforcement never hurt anybody. And then you would flip it over, and same on this side. So you could glue it down again as a pocket, a side loading pocket, or just two sides and make it a tuck, right? And that's what we made. And these are, I like these. These are fun. I am really excited about these. And these other two that I made, I'm thinking about, working on finishing them. This could be written on, I feel like. That's very light. So I'm good with this. You could even write on that, but I'll probably put something on there to decorate a little bit more. And those are the two we made, guys. These are a lot of fun. I'll link Rachel's video in the description box, and you can go check out hers and see how she did it. And I will see you in the next whatever kind of video ends up going up. This week has been a lot of Rachel's challenges because it's the holidays, and yeah, it's just been crazy. So I'll see you guys as soon as possible. Bye-bye.